Hey, you guys, it's Brandy Chanel. Welcome back to my channel. So, listen, we're going to go ahead and talk about this Tommy Sotomayor situation with him and a young lady at the Fresh and Fit or the Funky and Unfit podcast. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, you guys. So let's go ahead and get into this Tommy Sotomayor situation. Um, Before we get started, I know I'm in a different location. I know it's been a while. Me and my husband moved, and we've had some issues getting internet and everything set up like that. But we're gonna see. This is gonna be a test to see if I'm able to get this video up and running. So, for those of you all who don't know, before the weekend started, a YouTuber or blogger turned porn star Tommy Sotomayor went on the Fresh and Fit podcast with a young lady named Shay Means. Okay, him and Shay had some back and forth. She asked him, "Why does he disrespect black women?" He got in his emotions and his feelings. He called her the B word several times. You know, she got up, she towered over him. At some point, they both got up, arguing back and forth. She had a mic. It looked like she was going to hit him with the mic, but she put it down. At some point, someone came across the screen, but you could kind of see that Shay had kind of stole on him twice. Okay, he kind of, lunged at her, but what stopped him from really connecting with her was, I think it was Fresh that was in between them, and then there was another young man kind of pushing her out the way. But I'm not gonna even play the video because I don't know how Fresh and Fit be out here acting. I heard they be liking to get people's videos down, so I'm just gonna describe it to you. I'm not gonna even play it. I I really don't understand, right? So the conversation that I really want to have with you guys is, why are black women still continuing to go on the Fresh and Fit podcast? Why are we asking men like Tommy Sotomayor, Kevin Samuels, Fresh and Fit? Why are we asking them for validation? Okay. The backstory between Shay and Tommy was that he flew her out to do a little do a little sexy scene on his OnlyFans. Okay, he flew her out to do something on her OnlyFans, and it didn't quite happen that way. So then she was invited onto the podcast. She didn't know he was going to be there, and so she took the opportunity to confront him. Right? If you do, you guys notice on the Fresh and Fit podcast that they have a certain type of woman on there. Okay, it's not a Cynthia G type. It's not a Nyla type. It's not a Bondi Blue type. It's not an Erica De Niro TV type. It's none of those. A Tanya TKO type. None of those women. It is someone. It is a woman who is very much so into this social media type of popularity. It's a someone who values clicks and views and likes and things of that on social media. Those are the type of women that they have on their show. And that's why I kind of feel like I don't feel too bad for her, because like, you have the access, you knew who he was, regardless of whether you knew he was going to be on the podcast, you knew what kind of man he was. Okay, but yet and still you let him flued you out. Okay, isn't it flued out? She let him fly her out to wherever he was to interact with him for what? And that's another thing I don't understand. These men get on their platforms, they create platforms, they hate black women. We're not their preference. They always talking about the black bitch and the lace front and the glue and all this other stuff, but yet you're monetizing off the backs of black women. I don't get it. And he is worse than Fresh and Fit. He's worse than Kevin Samuels. I mean, he has a deep rooted hate for particularly dark complected black women. Like, he can't stand my black ass. He hates me, and he probably never met me. But yet he would fly a woman, a dark complected woman, out, pay money for her to catch a flight to his location to have sex with him. And from what I'm hearing, because I was on Terrence's live earlier, he has his own section in Pornhub, his own, what I don't know what they call it in Pornhub, but he has his own little montage of videos on Pornhub, and he's dicking down dark skinned black women, but yet he hates us. He can't stand our black asses, and it's crazy. It could never be me. Because first of all, I'm not going to put myself in a situation to even have a conversation with a man like that, with a man like Fresh and Fit. I'm not going to do that. Because they literally have dark-skinned women on there, black women, dark-complected black women on their podcast to embarrass them, to make fools of, to talk down to. That's why they have them there. Because if you've ever caught a clip on the Shade Room, on the Neighborhood Talk, they don't talk to the other women like that. Their preferences, they don't talk to them like that. They only do it to the dark complected women, and they have those preferences disrespecting those black women. I remember when they had a lady on there saying, I can say the N-word. I'm a Latino Jewish woman. I don't know which part of that is black, but okay. And they allow it. They don't care. So I don't understand why we as black women keep putting ourselves in these predicaments, in these situations with these men, and then get upset when they disrespect us. Well, they have a history of disrespecting us. What makes you any different? Because he flued you out? Girl, bye. And I'm not going to totally blame Shay because, listen, like I said, I would never put myself in that situation. But if I ever find myself in a situation where a man is calling me a black bitch, it's only so many times where you're going to be able to call me a bitch. My own husband don't even call me a bitch. So I for damn sure ain't going to let no stranger call me a bitch. Period. And what's funny is, I always say with those type of men, anytime you're in a hostile situation with those type of men, you call the police. You call the police because he ain't going to do it. Because that's assuming the police officer that you call is a male, because he will not fight a male. If y'all go on YouTube and type in Tommy Sotomayor versus Tariq Nasheed, Tariq was on his ass. Okay, Tariq had lips to his neck and he didn't jump. He didn't do nothing. He did a whole lot of talking, but he didn't have the same energy that he had for Shay. So I'm not gonna fight you. I'm just gonna call the police on you and let them do what it is they need to do with you, and not feel guilty about it, not feel no ways about it, none of it. I'm not going to sit up here and have a discussion with you because, like I keep saying through this video, I'm not going to put myself in that situation because I don't need to ask you why you disrespect black women. I don't need to call up Kevin Samuels and ask him to rate me. I don't need to get Fresh and Fit's opinion on black women. I don't need their validation. Who the fuck are they? Tommy Sotomayor is 40. He's damn near 50, okay? So he ain't that much younger than my mama. Okay? And this motherfucker on OnlyFans. He's on OnlyFans. Okay? The nigga's on OnlyFans. I don't think y'all heard me. He's on OnlyFans. Having sex on OnlyFans. But yet he's so smart. He's so intelligent. He's so educated. But yet can't figure out a way to monetize off his value. He is devaluing himself, his body, his intelligence by getting bucket naked here on OnlyFans. Child, please. I wish I would be in the same room with you, let alone get into a fight with you. He ain't smart enough to figure out a way to make more money other than getting his ass on OnlyFans. And that's the person you're seeking validation from? That's it? And then I was watching Tasha K, And Tasha K had did an interview with this young lady, and at some point there was a lady on there who was from Chicago and who says, women should not put their hands on men, which I agree. We should not be putting our hands on men because they are stronger than us. And if they return the favor, they can knock our asses out. But this lady was sitting up here and saying, well, what did you expect? When you put your hands on a man, you should expect to get hit. And this lady said she stayed in fights with men. She's fought many men in her lifetime, whatever the case may be. First of all, she looked like a woman of a certain age. I'm gonna need for you to do better with your life, because if you are of a certain age and you're sitting up here having fights with men, then something is wrong with you. Something is definitely wrong with you. Now, like I said, I do not believe that women should be putting their hands on men. But if you go back and watch that entire interaction between Shay and Tommy, that woman asked him a question. She asked him a question. After he would have said what he said, I would have shut shit down. I wouldn't have continued. But she did not yell at him. She didn't yell at him or get buck or whatever the case may be until he called her a bitch several times. He called her a bitch. He called her ignorant. He called your weave too tight. You need some new glue. Before she got up and got loud and all irate and stuff, she endured all of that. He been got loud with her, and mind you, they sitting next to each other. They damn near face to face. He's yelling that she's ignorant, bitch, and all this other stuff, and she didn't say shit. So you let me know how long you can sit there and allow someone to disrespect you to that level and not put your hands on them. Because it's some of you pick-me-shas, okay, who's sitting up here trying to make it seem like Tommy is the victim, but he is not. He's not a victim. I'm surprised and you know what? The next time a woman finds herself in that situation, all she need to do is go hit up Tyreek Nasheed. That's all she need to do. Because he ain't gonna do shit. He ain't gonna do shit. Okay? Tyreek and that dude from Brooklyn or wherever. This man, he will not fight another man. He will not. So he's really the bitch. If y'all hear my husband, he in there playing them damn games with his loud ass. But yeah, you guys, that's all I had to say. This week I will start reviewing the shows. I think most of my shows are done. I think I have Married at First Sight. I've caught up on that. I need to catch up on Ladies Who List Atlanta. We'll get caught up on that. I don't know any other shows that I need to. Yeah, I don't know any other shows that I'm interested in right now. I'm done with Ready to Love. I'm done with Ready to Love. I've given it too many chances. Not interested. Yeah, I'm not interested in Ready to Love anymore. Also, when Basketball Wives and Real Housewives of Atlanta come back, I will be on the Whether You Like It or Not panel with Mr. Scotty by Nature. I will be on that panel, so look out for that. For whatever reason, Basketball Wives has not come out with a release date. I don't know what they're doing over there, Real Housewives of Atlanta. I need for them to come on, okay? But I just wanted to do a video because this was on my mind and I was motivated to do it. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel. Until next time, toodles!